matchup right here is the hair versus Bobby Gibson leaving town. Draven Vargas putting up his hair in this matchup here. But if Rocket Ricky Gibson loses tonight, Bobby Gibson, his brother, goes right back home to Boonville, Mississippi. Never to return, from what I understand. This is going to be a matchup, though, where it's going to be the high-flying action of Rocket Ricky versus the all-out assault of Draven Vargas. You can see Draven has coiffed the hair. He's not going to be losing that anytime soon. Getting ready to step in the ring now with Rocket Ricky. And I got to tell you, coming up from my Violent Valentine on February the 13th in DOA is going to be the wildest card you have ever seen in the history of Northwest Wrestling. It's going to be way by God Hess and Jason Sullivan in a House of Hell match. And if you've never seen one of those, I guarantee you want to be there for this matchup on February 14th at the University Park.
Bobby Gibson will no longer be wrestling for DOA. However, if Ricky Gibson wins, Draven Vargas must shave his head. Here we go. And his opponent, weighing in at 200 pounds, from Boonville, Mississippi, Rockin' Ricky Gibson.
Well, if they're smart, here they are, because they're going at it before we even get in the ring. Bronco was so busy worrying about clippers and that sort of thing, he didn't even ask for the bell. The two of them just started going at it on the floor.
Yeah, Bronco Young's kind of looking like a spectator at this point.
Well, right now, take a look outside the ring. Draven hits the mat right there. Ricky Gibson going to town on Draven Vargas early, and he's going to have to go hard and fast on him because he's going to have to get this match over and done with fast in order to beat Draven Vargas. Because if Draven keeps going, it's going to turn the tide for sure.
These guys are brawling in the crowd. I mean, the bell hasn't even rung yet, and Bronco Young is now moseying his way out there. For what reason, I have no idea. If the bell hasn't rung, we don't need you.
Well, the last time I remember a concession stand brawl was Tupelo, Mississippi, and that, of course, was Tupelo, Mississippi. Thank you for whispering in my ear, G, on that one there. I'll tell you right now, that was a wild matchup. If anybody ever has a copy of that matchup, take a look at that one. We're going to see our own concession stand brawl right now, I think, as they're way over. Now they're finally making their way back. Thank goodness we didn't have any ketchup and mustard here. Thankful.
Hey, Cindy, you're from Whoville. How are you?
Oh, we got one man in the ring. What do you think, Bronco Young? You going to start the match yet, buddy?
We haven't even heard the bell yet. Already Ricky Gibson looks like he is about ready to be finished. Oh, I spoke too soon, though. Up and over, sunset flip over the top rope. Now he calls for the bell. Draven, though, missed on that one. A posterior problem, I think.
It's a good thing for Ricky Gibson. He moved out of the way.
Drops down, though. Oh, swinging neck breaker takes him down. That could be it for Ricky Gibson before, well, even the couple-minute mark of this matchup. Although it's probably been going for about 5 or 6 before the bell rang.
Well, so technically the match has only been going for about 15 or 20 seconds. This could be a King Kong Bundy-esque win right here for Draven if he turns him over and pins him.
Well, he's trying to pick him up. Instead, drops a knee right to the side of the face. For Draven Vargas right now, the one thing he wants to protect is that dew on the top of his head. I'm not even quite sure. It's sort of like brought to you by Mixmaster, I think, tonight.
I really don't know. I mean, I've seen cartoon characters with the same kind of haircut. And
Sideshow Bob. That's it.
Well,
that's the Sideshow Bob haircut.
Yeah, he doesn't have a slide whistle, though.
That's true. Ricky, though, shoots off. No, reverse there by Draven. Picks him up. Sidewalk slam. Is it over? You know, the offense was all Ricky Gibson out in the floor just a couple minutes ago, and all of a sudden, Draven Vargas, though, has taken over on him big time.
Yeah, which is definitely not characteristic of Ricky Gibson. You'd think that if it's in the ring, it would be to Ricky Gibson's advantage. But like you said, Draven is definitely taking it to Ricky at this point.
And not only that, but Ricky's got to get going here because he could lose his brother here back to Boonville, Mississippi on a permanent basis. The only way he's going to see him is, well, Greyhound bus maybe.
And just to clarify, I understand he's from Mississippi, but it's actually his cousin, which actually could be his cousin brother or his uncle dad. It really doesn't matter. It's all the same thing over there.
You know those family traits, right? Yeah.
Well, their family tree doesn't really have a whole lot of branches on it.
And there you go right now as Bronco Young having a little discussion there with Draven about the illegal use of the choke. But wait a minute, roll up here, 1, 2, not enough though. Quickly out of that, did you see that clothesline though by Draven? Ricky Gibson almost had the fall right there.
And a little backstory on these guys, if you do recall, they were tag team champions together here at DOA.
And how the mighty have fallen fast. I mean, it wasn't that long ago they were tag team champions, and all of a sudden Draven Vargas started changing his tune a little bit. Ricky Gibson didn't like it too much, and then Bobby Gibson got involved in the whole situation, and from there it just has melted down to what we see now with the two of them just going at it tooth and nail.
You'd think it was more of a southern love triangle of sorts, but it definitely wasn't that. I saw it completely different, Bulldog. I saw it as Draven and Ricky as tag team partners, and then Bobby coming in and just putting a wedge between them, and Draven just didn't want to take it. So Draven is now taking it out on Ricky.
Well, you know, one thing you don't take it out on his blood family right now, and right now you can see Ricky Gibson using the forearm shots there. Draven whipped off in the corner, other buckle, here we go, Ricky sizing him up. Nobody home.
Draven Vargas, being the crafty veteran that he is, has probably scouted Ricky a little bit because, I mean, Ricky's playbook isn't exactly thick. It's kind of like a Dr. Seuss novel.
There you go, Draven sizing him up right now. Big splash to the back, and there's nowhere for those ribs to go except concave and smashed up into your spine. And Ricky Gibson going to be worse for wear after this. Goes for it twice, but he's got to roll him over to get a cover. You can't pin him that way.
Well, and Draven knows very well if you can't breathe, you can't fight. And Draven is no small man. That guy is definitely, he's looking at one of Sullivan's diet plans and probably going for, you know, his own little mini buffet.
Well, it looks like he's going to hook him up right here. This could be it. Oh, but instead reversed into a DDT, though.
That was definitely a move that Ricky doesn't pull out of the hat very often. He's more of a dropkick arm drag kind of guy. I think he must have stolen that from Bobby. Bobby must have learned that back in Boonville.
That was definitely a desperation move. But he hits him with a dropkick, and now Ricky Gibson back on it again with a second one. Gibson now sizes him up, throws him off the ropes. Here we go, drops down, picks him up, backdrop, takes him over. And Gibson, though, still feeling the effects of that splash just a couple seconds ago. You can see he's having a hard time breathing, but he does drape the arm over him enough to get a cover. Oh, boy, did you see how close that was?
That definitely shows the, I wouldn't say lack of intelligence, but, you know, mass stupidity that Ricky Gibson has. Oh, your back's hurt, so let's go try and pick up a ginormous human being. Good thinking.
Well, here we go.
Even flow DDT by Draven.
Man, if it's not the midsection, it's the head now. Ricky Gibson feeling like he's in a car crash when he's facing off against like Draven Vargas. Take a look there. Only two, though.
Well, if you think about it, though, Ricky's probably better off being dropped on his head than having his lungs crushed because, you know, he's from Mississippi. He's not the smartest guy. He's probably got lots of extra room in that head. Oh!
Death Valley Driver.
Draven likes to call that the THC, and for those at home, that's the head crusher.
Absolutely. Cover, but he doesn't hook the leg. A nonchalant cover right there. He probably could have had him, but didn't hook the leg.
Well, we'll find out later whether or not that's going to cost him.
Well, you know, the thing is, if you give Ricky that little bit of space, though, he's going to use it to his advantage right now. But I'll tell you, take a look, though. He's in a world of hurt. World of hurt.
What's Draven doing here?
Well, it looks like he's got Gibson draped over the top rope. And this can only spell bad news here for Ricky Gibson. His cousin, brother, sort of family looking on.
Exactly. Well, if you have noticed, he's not at ringside.
I have noticed that. Maybe he's packing his bags early. I don't know.
I don't know. Does he think he's going to get eliminated? Is this like the biggest loser? They already know he is the biggest loser. I mean, he is from Mississippi.
Oh, but hits him with a DDT off the second rope. Is it going to be enough? The 1, 2. He does get him. Oh my goodness, what a shock that was. Draven Vargas had him going left, right, and center, and all of a sudden, well, you know what that means.
Ricky Gibson keeps his cousin's career intact, and Draven Vargas is forced to lose his hair.
Oh my. I have never seen Draven without hair, and he's leaving the ring. Maybe he's going to a local barbershop, you know, get a nice little trim on the side or something like that, but that's not what the contract says.
Well, it just states that Ricky is going to shave his head, or his head's going to be shaved. It doesn't specify when, it doesn't specify how, it doesn't specify about who necessarily.
Well, I think he's about ready to find out who and how and when. Might be right now. Here comes Bobby.
I think that Bobby needs a haircut. Look at that mop top.
Well, wait a second now. They've got him tied up in the ropes there. Wait a second, he's got strand of hair.
No, he's pretty much got an entire handful. Here comes Nate Andrews.
Well, they got one, but the lover boy Nate Andrews rescues Draven from further punishment.
You know, I don't really mind this look at Draven.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you know, if he just went to the one strand, he'd be Nate Andrews.
Well, no, that's very true. I mean, Draven kind of looks like a fat member of Crisscross.
Warm it up.
That's right. Jump.
You know what?
Well, I think that the job should be finished right here, and Terry Farnes walking around ringside here should be doing something to get this match.
Better than you, old man.
But once again, it doesn't matter 1-on-1, 2-on-1. I still walk away better than both of you.
With Draven, 1-on-1, I got the job done.
No, that's not my hair.
That's your hair right there.
Ricky, a rapper now? He's trying to rhyme?
Draven, if you think this is over, well, it can't be, because we're the rock and roll fantasy.
So Ricky and Bobby are just one rock and roll fantasy. They're not the rock and roll fantasies. They just have one fantasy. I mean, I guess in Mississippi, that's all you can handle at one time.
Well, I tell you right now, it appears to me that we could be seeing the makings of tag team action at some point here with Loverboy Nate Andrews and Draven taking on the Gibson boys. We're going to find out, I'm sure, that and much, much more. More DOA Pro Wrestling from the University Park Community Center in just a moment.
I'm gonna keep this short and oh so sweet. So sweet. Tonight, the emotions were in motion. In motion. 1-on-1, I got it done.
Got it.
It's Draven's hair. But, right back up here. Next month, February 13th.
February.
One day before the biggest day of the year. Woo! Draven Vargas and Loverboy.
Loverboy.
Don't do that. Oh. Nate Andrews. The Gibson cousins. Against whatever you want to call yourselves. Woo! I can't wait. You know why I can't wait? Because right afterwards, we're going out to party late into the night. Woo! Till the next day. Woo! We got a date that just can't wait. Woo!
Nate, you little moron, idiot. You talk a lot, but nothing that comes out of your mouth ever makes sense. But you know what? I've heard you say one smart thing, and that is, standing in this ring right now is not shit night. It is Dash Venture. Shut up. You know what, Nate? Dash doesn't ever care what these idiots thought. I don't care what you think, but I'm in DOA for some real competition. And you want to try to bring it? I know what you're capable of. That's why I challenge you to a no disqualification match. Where anything can and will go, Nate. Where you can bring whatever you want to do whatever you can, but the same goes for me. If you accept Nate, the challenge is on. Nate the Great versus Dash Venture!
Weighing in at 200 pounds, from the center of Mardi Gras, Loverboy, Nate Andrews.
Well, we're about ready to see Loverboy Nate Andrews stepping into the ring.
Bronco Young.
I tell you, talk about tag teams that have gone bad. We're about ready to see it. Here it is. The former Shiz Knight, now just Dash Venture, taking on Loverboy Nate Andrews. Former partners, tag team, and now all of a sudden, bitter enemies.
It's like we just saw this happen. I mean, didn't this happen in the last match? Wasn't it former tag team partners and tag team champions, now bitter enemies?
Well, that's what's happening in DOA Pro Wrestling. You know, when you have all the superstars in here, there's a few egos that happen, and you know, the breakups can happen real fast.
I guess, and if you haven't noticed, Scarlett's just following him around. I'm not sure what she's doing other than just being a spectator. She needs to buy a ticket or something if she's not going to help Nate out.
We'd like to thank some of the sponsors of DOA Pro Wrestling. Right now is that big post there with Dash Venture and Nate Andrews out there on the floor. Hopefully you can get back in the ring.
Okay, Bronco's still waiting to ring that bell. That's his favorite part of the whole match.
Well, you know, he likes to wander about the ring. I think that's his only exercise that he gets during the course of a night. I'm just saying.
So I guess this is okay because the bell hasn't rung. Dash actually was using it, so that might have been why the bell hadn't been rung yet.
Yeah, well, he was ringing somebody's bell then, and it happened to be Loverboy Nate Andrews.
And this is a no DQ match, so yeah, that bell
of
is
the bell ringing or not, it's going to be no disqualification right now.
Dash muscling Nate up there.
Holds him up there for an extended period of time, a la British Bulldog, I think, right there. Takes him down with the power suplex.
Nate's got some shiny pants.
High leg drop. But he's not looking for a cover.
No, he's looking to, flop his hair.
Dash right now. Nate Andrews eats the buckle. Big clothesline in the corner, winds him up. And that can only mean one direction. Straight across to the other one goes Loverboy Nate Andrews.
Takes that buckle good and hard.
High elbow right to the chin there. And Nate Andrews right now is catching an awful lot of what Dash is pitching.
So to speak.
That too. Here we go, another shot across the ropes here. Dash sizing him up again. Wasting a lot of time here. And he's, this is trouble right now. This is total trouble for Dash Venture. As he got wrapped up there, he could have had the ankle dislocated easily in that top rope. And Nate Andrews taking full advantage of it right here.
Being that Nate is the veteran that he is, he does know we're going to capitalize on an injury when one shows itself.
And again, no disqualification. The only thing the referee could do is possibly count both wrestlers out of the ring. But if they want to do anything damaging-wise outside the floor, and that's exactly what Nate's doing right now, as he's got, I believe, the rope from outside the ring wrapped around the face there of Dash Venture. He had something in his hands.
That is the towel.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is.
That Dash Venture has in his knee pad that I myself have tried to get out of his knee pad, and I was almost certain that thing was sewn into his knee pad.
Love him do that.
Nate definitely has some strength to pull that out, but I mean, you know, he might not have any conditioner or shampoo on that towel because it's just not as strong as it was. But who knows what kind of product Dash is using on that hair?
And they're right back out on the floor again. And once again, this match is probably not even going to take much place in the ring at all because there's just so much hatred between these two. And you just really don't care. They're just going to take it all over the building.
Somebody needs to get Bronco Young a seat because he's more spectating than anything else at this point.
Just a reminder, our sponsor is TNT Dragon Wagon Towing in Troutdale. If you need a car towed, jump start, or anything else, give TNT Dragon Wagon a call and they'll hook you up. Yazzy's Bar and Grill in Wood Village, and you want to check them out for all the pay-per-views, all the great football games, hockey, and anything else you could possibly imagine. You'll find it at Yazzy's Bar and Grill in Wood Village, and some of the superstars of DOA Pro Wrestling frequent there too, just to come and say hi.
Dash again using that ring bell.
Boy, I'll tell you right now, Dash Venture finally going for the first cover of this matchup and almost scores the victory right there.
You got to give it to Nate. He's got a hard head. I mean, he's been hit with that ring bell like a half a dozen times.
And it looks like he's about ready to meet it again as Dash Venture sets it up there on the ring apron. Comes across, ducks it though this time. Oh, nice drop kick to the leg. Takes him down, but he's not using the bell though. He's got an opportunity to use the bell.
Oh, yes he is.
Oh, finally, there we go.
You know, Nate's a calculated individual. He may be a funny-looking dude, but he definitely knows his stuff.
Well, talk about funniness and that sort of thing is Nate's now bringing in a chair. So we got the bell and the chair in there, and all of this is going to be damaging to Dash's leg. Take a look now as he just about took out his knee with that one, but decided to go for the shin instead. It's a nice, good job there. What do you think?
Oh, I agree. I mean, you know, Loverboy Nate Andrews is also from what I understand, definitely a student of the body. He knows where there is some extra skin and where there isn't skin. I know that Nate likes to mess around with the skin.
Just a reminder, though, that my Valentine coming up February the 13th. Is Dash even going to make it there, let alone the Rumble? I mean, if he's not able to walk, this could be over for him before the night's even out.
That's true. Bulldog, who is your pick for the Rumble?
Wow, with 30 different wrestlers in that ring, all vying for their shot at the championship. Now, reminder, this is not a regular DOA title. This is not the heavyweight title. This isn't the light heavyweight title. This isn't even the tag team titles. It is name your own championship. Can you imagine who could name their own championship out of all these wrestlers?
I know if I wouldn't have retired, I would have myself a pretty championship belt because, I mean, you and I both know I would win the Rumble.
What would you call it?
It's the Shocker title, of course. I'd have to make two, one that I could sit on my mantle and one that I could wear around. I mean, actually, I might even wear them both. You can't go wrong. You know, I like bling just as much as the next guy.
Well, and so does Loverboy Nate Andrews, you know. Maybe make it the Scarlet title. I'm just saying. I mean, he's got a trophy out at ringside in Scarlet already, so I mean, you know.
Well, is it like a third place trophy or what?
Oh boy. Wow.
Yeah, Nate probably would just make it a ball and chain, not a trophy.
Yeah, well, that's possible. That's possible. You know, I'm taking a look at the list of possible contenders for the belt right now, and who could be the champion. You know, I'm going to have to wait and see on this, you know, when all the wrestlers are in the ring, because I don't know who's healthy and who's not. And, I mean, you know, you could have picked Dash Venture possibly, you know, to run well in this Rumble. But taking a look right now at the fact that Nate's working all over him. Oh, wait, roll him up here. 1, 2, not enough, though. My goodness. I mean, you know, Dash Venture could, you know, do well in the Rumble, but, you know, that knee is just about toast right there, courtesy of Loverboy Nate Andrews.
Okay, so now that we understand you're running for political office because you won't give me a straight answer, who is your pick for the Rumble?
You know, I'm going to stand mute on that one.
Figures.
Dash Venture, though, holds onto the rope for dear life, though. Enough strength, though, to pull Nate into the buckle, into the corner, and out to the floor.
Dash does have incredible strength. That begs the question. If he cut his hair, would his strength go away?
Well, ask Samson that question. And once again, back out to the floor. They don't even want to deal with the ring at this point. They just want to battle it out on the floor. And old Scarlett meeting up with Dash Venture. Not a smart move, as that gives Nate some opportunity, and they're exchanging blows outside the floor. I don't think the referee's even going to bother counting them out. He's just going to let them go.
Well, it is a no DQ match. The ref doesn't care. And I mean, Dash should know if you're going to talk to Scarlett, you really don't have to talk to her. You just have to buy her a drink, and you can get whatever you want.
Dinner and a movie.
Oh, here comes Draven Vargas.
Now wait a second here. What's going on here? Draven Vargas now teamed up there with Loverboy Nate Andrews, but got unceremoniously dumped out of the ring by Dash Venture.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you know, give him a little bit of E for effort there, but didn't really do much. Dash still working with one good leg as.
And the bionic elbow there on the top of the head of Loverboy Nate Andrews.
That's true. Dusty Rhodes called. He wants his move back.
Neck breaker takes him down. Is that going to be enough there? 1, 2, no.
Somebody needs to buy Dash a scrunchie. He needs to stop messing with his hair.
I tell you, for most wrestlers, they don't like having long hair because it just gets in their eyes when they're wrestling. I mean, my goodness, how does he see?
That was an excellent clothesline by Nate Andrews right there. He is one of the most athletic little guys. Well, I wouldn't say little necessarily. Smaller men in the DOA Rumble coming up.
And the smart move by Nate taking it right in the center of the ring there. Dash didn't have a rope there to be able to grab onto. So that's a big thing right there, but Nate couldn't get the score of the victory right there. Only a 2 count. See Dash still hobbling on that leg though. Winds him up though, reverses, picks him up. Oh my, front atomic drop.
With a big drop kick to Nate's tiny little head.
But he's not going for the cover. This is an opportunity wasted, but he finally does get over there. 1, 2. Imagine, he probably would have had the 3 count had he not wasted time fluffing the hair.
I'm going to go with you on that one. But little known fact about Nate Andrews, he actually does double as the Burger King hand model when they have people holding the Whopper, because Nate has extraordinarily small hands.
I've not noticed that until now. Wow.
Yeah, trust me, he has hands of an 8-year-old little girl.
I thank you for bringing that to my attention.
I am a man of detail.
I'm sure, and I'm just amazed at your research. Wait a minute, Draven back in the ring again. And again, this is a no DQ matchup. Draven's in there.
With the THC on Dash Venture.
The head crusher.
That's what we're calling it. I mean, it just depends on who you talk to. Draven, we call it the head crusher. Draven just calls it the THC.
That's it, but Draven drags him in. Wait a second, in comes Ricky Gibson. And all of a sudden, this is almost like a tag team match or a mini battle royal, as we've already got more wrestlers in there than started the match off, and Bobby Gibson pushes Nate off the top rope.
And Bronco Young just stands there like nothing's going on.
This is a no DQ matchup. I mean, there is tons of outside interference, but none of it is disqualifying.
No, Bronco Young just looks like he's, watching a tennis match. He doesn't even know what's going on.
Look at Dash as he hobbles up there to the top rope. This is going to be a long-distance flight, and if he makes it, it's all over. If he misses it, it could be all over for him. Frog splash, top rope, does hit it, but takes out the knee. I told you, he's going to do some damage to himself, and he did, but it's enough to make the cover. 1, 2, he does it! He scores the victory over Loverboy Nate Andrews. Oh, nice of the referee to finally give the bell back there so we can get the bell rung, maybe, perhaps.
To start the match and to finish it, I suppose.
I don't know. We finally got a victory out of this matchup. Devastating, though, in the center of the ring. Both, as you can see, are just basically, well, now Dash finally up to his one good leg. But the beating that these two men took in that ring, I'm surprised that either man can move at this point. And just imagine, in a matter of a month or less, My Violent Valentine, February the 13th, University Park Community Center. It's going to be a night to remember.
That definitely is. Hess called for blood, and I'm going to take him at his word. There will be blood.
You call it the House of Hell. It's going to be Hell Night, February the 13th. We're back with more DOA Pro Wrestling Oh my goodness, I can hardly wait for the DOA Rumble. How about you?
But you folks at home can call me the #1 contender to the DOA Heavyweight Championship. January 9th at the DOA Rumble, I'm steamrolling you and becoming the new DOA Heavyweight Champion.
Come January, you go one-on-one with the strip club showstopper, the show stealer, HBQ. And I'm going to show you, Ethan, why HG stands for huge douche.
The following contest, with a 60-minute time limit, is for the DOA Heavyweight Championship. Coming to the ring first, weighing in at 198 pounds, from Chicago, Illinois, the Chi-Town Emperor, Ethan HD.
Heavyweight Championship on the line. The #1 contender, Ethan HD, getting ready to score out against the DOA Heavyweight Champion, HBQ, in a matchup that is going to be fast, furious, and exciting. The top man of DOA Pro Wrestling tonight. Again, a special thanks to TT Dragon Wagon Towing in Troutdale. Great supporters of DOA Pro Wrestling since day one. We appreciate their support. Give them a call if you need a hookup, maybe a charge, maybe some other thing to use your vehicle. Give them a call. That's TT Dragon Wagon Towing in Troutdale, 503-465-8021. Special shout out to Yaz's Bar and Grill in Woodville, Oregon, where all your pay-per-views, all your sports, all the features that you want are at Yaz's Bar and Grill in Woodville, Oregon. Reminder that DOA HD TV is currently in Eugene Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. in Salem, Fridays at 10 p.m. and again Saturday mornings at 8. Coming soon to Portland, Newburgh, Oregon City, and Humboldt County, California markets, so stay tuned.
Weighing in at 220 pounds, he is a DOA Heavyweight Champion from Houston, Texas. Introducing HBQ Quiz.
And of course, you can keep up with all the stars of DOA Pro Wrestling by checking out DOAProWrestling.com and Facebook.com/DOA Pro Wrestling. All the news and info. DOA Pro Wrestling also on YouTube.com/DOA Pro Wrestling. If you want to catch up the match of the month, will be posted on the YouTube site, so make sure you check that out. And all the stars of DOA Pro Wrestling coming back February the 13th for My Violent Valentine and March 20th from the University Park Community Center. Action every month in Portland.
And weighed by John.
Apparently, the Illuminati decided they wanted to, support,
Represent.
help out HBQ.
Represent. They are a unit together. They stick together. They are like brothers. They are a band of brothers. And one champion is everybody's champion.
So then, are you saying the Elite aren't brothers? They weren't, aren't, and will never be champions? What are you saying?
Take a look at what's been going on with the Elite, though. I mean, Sweetser gets his handed to him. And
one fall to a biscuit.
I think that HBQ may just be scared that Ethan's going to take that title from him. That's why the rest of the Illuminati's out here.
Give Ethan HD credit, though. He is a consummate athlete. He is going to be a tough challenge for HBQ. But the fact is, right now, HBQ is the one that's got to be beaten. He holds the title, not Ethan HD.
Oh, and if you look at Ethan's trunks, it says you know, your hero, because, I mean, he is. Look at those trunks. Those are snazzy trunks.
Well, that may very well be. You know, the fact of the matter is that you can watch HD in HD. You know, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. in Eugene, and in Salem Fridays at 10, Saturday mornings at 8, and of course we're coming soon to a lot of other markets for DOA Pro Wrestling. If you want them in your market, send them a note to your local cable and let them know about all the action.
Who is the guy with the beard on the side? Is that Haystack's Calhoun's kid?
No, that is the protege of the Illuminati.
I suppose. I still think if we threw some suspenders or some overalls on that kid, that's Haystack's Calhoun's kid.
Well, you know, once again, I thought you would have done some research on this. Obviously, you know, if you did images on Google or something like that, you might not find him being Haystacks or Calhoun or whoever you think he is. That's the protege of the Illuminati.
If I Googled the protege of the Illuminati, there wouldn't be any images. I've never seen him before. Trust me, Bulldog. I know how to use the interweb. I'm on top of things.
Right now, the referee finally signaling to the bell. This is going to be a great matchup here, and I fully expect to see all the stops pulled out in this contest.
Well, I agree. This is definitely going to be a fast-paced, hard-hitting match. There's no doubt about it.
Armringer there by HBQ. Going to size it up a little more. Using the little bit of height and strength he's got over the Ethan HD. But Ethan does reverse it.
Little note on Quiz, since you think I don't Google anything. He was trained by the great Playboy Buddy Rose and Colonel DeBeer, so he has quite a bit of wrestling knowledge. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to hold his own against even one of the greatest members the Elite has to offer.
Well, you know, the great thing about DOA Pro Wrestling is that they are first, second, third generation wrestlers. They've been trained by the best in the business, and now DOA Pro Wrestling is bringing that to you as well with Training Center in Troutdale, Oregon, an opportunity to meet all the stars and being trained by the stars in DOA Pro Wrestling. And you can always check that out on DOAProWrestling.com for further information. And be trained by the best of the Northwest, DOA Pro Wrestling, its training academy.
Is that where that protege kid came from, Haystacks Jr.?
No, actually, no, not that I'm aware of.
Huh.
But, you know, I'm sure that he does stop by the DOA Academy at least a couple times.
And Ethan HD here with an inhaler?
Maybe to watch. I'm just saying.
I don't know if I would have pulled the inhaler out of my trunks and put it to my mouth and then put it back in my trunks.
Well,
just saying.
You know, whatever happens with you and your inhaler is your business, I guess.
I don't know what an inhaler is. I'm just saying.
Here we go. Colorado type again. No headlock there applied by Ethan HD center ring. You see Bronco adjusting himself.
Wow. So we need to get that kid some suspenders like they have in Mexico. Can we get him some DOA suspenders? Is that possible? I mean, I'm just saying, Bulldog. Oh, HBQ for cover 1, 2. Oh! Back to a standing vertical base.
He knows how to count right, though.
Are you okay, Bulldog? What is going on here? Ethan just pounding Quiz. Misses the Chi-Town stomp. That is Ethan's finishing move. If he hits that move, it's lights out.
Now, Kevin Brandt was just grabbing my ear a second ago, telling me how much he thinks that Ethan HD is going to take HBQ and tear him apart and take the belt back to the Elite. I don't agree with that whatsoever.
I think this is a pretty close contest. I think there's a real good chance it may happen.
Anything is possible in professional wrestling and in DOA Pro Wrestling, as we have seen. Friendships are born, friendships are ended, champions are born and bred, and you're right, it could end for Quiz here on this matchup.
I mean, Quiz might just enjoy his 1 month reign as heavyweight champion. It'd be his first and only.
I'll tell you right now, big heel toss there by HBQ sends Ethan HD into the corner, and I don't think that was high def. That in itself was high hurt.
Nice play on words.
Thank you. HBQ, though, with the side headlock on the mat, using all of his strength and power and weight on top of Ethan HD. And if you don't think that is going to do some damage right there, think again. You're putting all the weight and all the pressure. The guy's having to breathe a lot harder, and it makes that work that much tougher to get back to his feet again.
Yeah, good way to give an example to the fans. Let's just say you're fat. If you're fat, it's hard to breathe. For somebody like Ethan that is an elite athlete, if he has somebody else's weight on his chest, it's going to be hard for him to breathe.
You're saying the HBQ is fat?
No, I'm saying HBQ being the other person that's on his chest. I'm just saying that people that are probably watching wrestling are fat. That's all I'm saying.
HBQ back up to his feet again on the kip up. Oh, look at Ethan though, rolls him over. Oh, Enziguri. Oh my goodness, right to the head there, takes him down. And all of a sudden the tides turn once again. It's been back and forth since the opening bell.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, you get kicked in the head, night-night.
I swear they're going to start making these guys wear helmets for the amount of Enziguris that we've seen in these matches.
I doubt it, because pro wrestlers are a whole lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Tough. People that wear helmets are football players, hockey players, because they have to, because they don't want to get hurt. Pro wrestling is a dangerous sport, Bulldog. You know that.
Take it that, rolls him over there. With the reverse chin lock there, Ethan HD in the center of the ring there in HBQ. Referee asking if he wants to give it up. I don't see that he's going to give it up in this matchup. Being the champion, you don't want to give up the title in a submission. Oh, boy, I tell you, see the pounding he just took on that upper back there.
Well, but you have to look at it this way. For HBQ to keep his title, he's got to win. Ethan, if he wins, he gets the title. But he's still the number one contender no matter what. So Quiz is looking to not lose. Ethan's looking to nothing but win.
And it's always tough for any champion, when you've got all these guys gunning you for the title. I mean, you put yourself in, oh my, look at this though. The referee's got to break that up. He's got to break that up really fast, and he does. But the damage is already done. HBQ, though, on the deck, courtesy of that choke there by Ethan HD in the corner.
And what's the old saying, Bulldog? It's tough to get to the top, but it's even tougher to stay on top.
Absolutely, and I don't think anything is more apparent here by HBQ in this matchup here with Ethan HD as the referee counts to 2 on that one.
I'm still thinking we need to get that kid some suspenders, honestly.
You gotta wonder, maybe he's losing, poundage as he's refereeing these matches. I don't know. Oh, look at that drop kick to the leg, takes Ethan HD out, and Ethan hit the butt. Do you see that? He hit his mouth right there on the apron.
Ooh!
But oh my goodness. That could be it right there. We have a roll up there. 1, 2 hooks to the leg. No!
If I had a nickel for every time somebody got kicked in the head at DOA, I could have bus fare every single show.
Speaking of a nickel, that was about the distance between Bronco's hand and the mat right there, as he almost counted that third fall right there for Ethan HD becoming a new DOA heavyweight champion.
And looks like Ethan's just putting the boost to Quiz at this point, showing him how good he really is.
But he's toying with him here. You want to win, you got to beat the champion. You want to be the best, you got to beat the best. You can't just beat him up. You got to actually score the win.
Well, but Ethan likes to score the win in style.
Well, whether you're the Chi-Town Hustler or not, it doesn't matter. The fact is, if you don't walk out of there with the belt, you're still a loser.
I think Ethan might be my pick for the Rumble. I mean, how good would it be to see him with the heavyweight title and his own title, the HD title?
We've asked a few of the wrestlers on their thoughts of the DOA Rumble and what they would like to call the belt if they happen to get it. How about some of the ones that we've heard so far? Dr. Cleveland making it the sexy title.
Yeah, that one's pretty. That's kind of a no-brainer, Bulldog. He really only has that one line.
Now you take a look right there, Ethan, for another cover. Or how about Michael Santiago with the 6 foot and under title?
No comment about Mike Santiago. Well, I guess I do have a comment. Oh, Ethan rolls him up.
Almost had a cover there again. Ethan has gotten near falls left, right, and center, but just can't seem to find that third count to get the win.
Looks like he's setting up for the Chi-Town Stomp.
But he's going to be met, though, by HBQ. Hits him The question is right now, is HBQ got enough in the tank, though, to be able to come back against Ethan HD?
This is going to be a test whether or not he's a true champion or not.
You know, you want to talk about hard. How about the LCD title, the little chocolate drop title there for CJ Edwards? You know, he could be a pick for me possibly for that DOA Rumble. Because he takes a beating from pretty much anybody, but keeps coming back.
I'm thinking that LCD title is going to have to come in like a youth medium.
Did you take a look at that backbreaker there by HBQ? Awesome opportunity right now to finish off Ethan HD as he looks to the top rope. This could be it right here.
You know what happens when Quiz goes to the top? I see a flying elbow drop coming.
Off he comes.
No, Ethan blocked it somehow. I couldn't quite see.
Oh my goodness, I think he may have busted his elbow. He may have dislocated it right there. It could be one and out, you're right, possibly here for HBQ. The stomp getting set up right now by Ethan HD. It could be a one and out here for HBQ.
It could be. It definitely could be.
No!
Roll up.
Wait a minute, he's got him hooked up. It's a 1, 2, no! Oh, so close there for HBQ. Making something out of nothing right there. Back and forth these two wrestlers have gone for this DOA Heavyweight Championship, and obviously, you know, the champion wants to hold on to the belt, but you can see the challenger's making his case for sure to get that belt for himself.
Oh, there's another nickel for me.
Boy, eats the boot there of Ethan HD, rolls him up. Looks like a slingshot.
No.
But stopped there by HBQ up to the top and dropped. Well, you know, Ethan HD setting him up right here. This could be it.
Yeah, Bulldog, haven't I mentioned to you that this is probably... Oh!
Wait a second, rolls him over. 1, 2. No, didn't hook the leg. That was it right there. He could have had him right then and there if he'd hooked the leg. Ethan HD wasn't moving after that.
That move in that situation that Quiz was trying to put on or Ethan HD was trying to put on Quiz would have been the same situation that I had to retire upon. That same move.
Isn't that scary? Isn't that almost like deja vu right there? Could have ended somebody's career right then too.
That definitely could have.
HBQ though tries to send Ethan HD across the ropes, but blocked. Ethan finally released. Oh, chalk block on the leg. Takes down HBQ, back to the legs again. Grounding the attack. You know, you take out the legs of HBQ, all of a sudden that flight doesn't happen.
That's true, but Ethan is definitely, he's setting up for that stomp.
He wants it in the worst way. Finally hits him. Whoa, top.
That was a springboard kick to the face.
That certainly was, but not enough to score the win though.
I'm telling you, Bulldog, for every nickel, I'm going to be a rich man by the end of this show.
You very well could be. You know, you'll be asking for dimes next, I'm sure, huh?
Well, I mean, I know these people in the crowd can only afford a nickel at a time, so, you know, I can take what I can get.
Now, of course, action live every month at the University Park Community Center, but wait a second, the stomp's coming up again. Boy, Ethan's trying for, what, is it the 6th or 7th time now? He's going to try and reverse the leg this time, see if that makes a difference.
Yeah. Oh! I think
he
went for the
kick, though.
Super kick!
Wait a minute, that's something I haven't seen in his arsenal before. Gets the cover to 1, 2. Oh, wait a second.
Was that 3? Was that 3?
Wait a minute. Nope. Referee says no, it's a 2. Ethan is beside himself. He can't believe that he didn't score the win right there.
I'm surprised he didn't score the one he used Quiz's own finishing
I was
move.
going to say, he just used his own move on him. Scooping a slam, though. Ethan HD now thoroughly exhausted after that letdown right there, thinking that he'd gotten the title. But HBQ meets him, and now they're meeting up there on the ropes. Again, another devastating move possible here. Ethan with the back elbow sends Quiz down, now up to the top rope.
Nobody home.
Try for the outside moonsault, but no such luck as Ethan HD eats nothing but mat. And HBQ now pulls himself up to his feet.
Ooh, HBQ with the Chi-Town stomp.
Or maybe it's a Houston stomp.
I suppose.
Does he cover 1, 2? No! Boy, the referee almost thought he had it, but nope, it's only a 2, and I swear those nickels again right under the hand there, preventing him from hitting the mat for the 3rd time.
Definitely, definitely.
As HBQ right now is back in control, sizing him up. He wants the super kick, and if he hits it, it could be all over for Ethan HD. He's like, no, blocked, tripped up, but pushed off both kip up. Super kick by HBQ.
HBQ with the blackout. That is his finisher.
Rolls him up, hooks it like it's a 1. It's a 2. It's over. Give it up for HBQ. Hangs on to the title. But my goodness, what an incredible action-packed matchup. Back and forth, both wrestlers going back and forth in this matchup. It could have gone either way, but it goes to HBQ, retaining the DOA Heavyweight Championship. Unbelievable matchup. Unbelievable contest. That right there. Wait a second. Now what's going on here?
Here's Bish.
What's he doing in the ring? It's not his matchup. Oh, just sideswiped him with a boot to the face.
If you remember from months ago, Bishop and Quiz had a match to see who would wrestle Daniels in, I believe it was the December. No, I don't remember what show it was. But
oh no! Look at this. Stretching the arc up there right now. Oh, this could be very, very bad for HBQ.
Bishop bomb.
And there's nobody from the Illuminati to help him out. Well, finally they get there. The damage has been done, and the belt's been stolen away by Bishop.
I did talk to Bishop before the show, and his answer for the here comes the Elite.
Well, now wait a second. This is just all. The DOA Rumble hasn't even started, and they're already going at it. They've got Thunder down in the middle of the ring right now. Bish, who thinks he's a member of the Elite, pardon me, he's working over HBQ, and all of a sudden the Elite just going to town.
Yeah, Bishop is a member of the Elite. I figured you would know that from interviewing him.
You know, I'm just so overwhelmed with all what's going on in the ring right now. There's absolutely nobody to stop all this. And the Illuminati has basically been destroyed right here in the middle of the ring.
Yep. Your heavyweight champion is getting beat on. Thunder is getting beat on. Haystacks Calhoun's getting beat on.
Well, right now, oh my goodness. Wait a second. Look at what Sullivan's doing there. He's trying to destroy the leg right there of Thunder. Oh my God, did you see that?
Well, Thunder does have a history of knee problems.
I can't believe this. And there's nobody out there to stop this. Terry Farnes, you've got to do something about this. How can you just let this go on?
Well, you know just as well as I do that Mike Sweetser is the facilitator of the Elite. He is the reason that they are as powerful as they are.
Well, Bishop holding the title over his head there thinks that he's the heavyweight champion, but the champion right now is HBQ, but Sullivan's about ready to finish him off. Oh, this could be really bad. This could be really bad. It is the boot right to the face, and Quiz almost guillotined on that bottom rope.
Sullivan, better listen to me. Get your guys, get them out of this ring now, or you're all out of the battle royal.
It's about time Terry did something about this.
Whatever. You call what you want. You'll be done for tonight.
Well, that could be huge if all 6 members there of the Elite were eliminated from the Battle Royal before it even started.
That would be definitely detrimental to the Elite. However, I think the Elite's smart enough to do what Terry says, because odds-on favorite, I think, to win, one of the 6 of them to win that title.
Well, right now, any money that was put on the Illuminati may be lost, just based on what we're seeing right now, who's left laying in the middle of the ring. And one more for good measure there by Ethan HD on Thunder.
Remember I told you Ethan was my pick.
HBQ getting it from, now Sullivan continues to work over. This is incredible. I'm so disgusted by this whole situation. Terry ordered them out of the ring, and they still continue to beat on and beat on and beat on.
And just a side note, as I was saying earlier, Cole Bishop wants to call the title, when he wins it, the Cookie Monster title.
We'll take a look at his shirt. Is that not a Cookie Monster on the front of his shirt?
I believe it is. He's more of a man than I am. I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that shirt.
Well, finally, the Elite's leaving the ring. But what they're leaving in the center of the ring right now are broken and busted bodies. And hopefully they'll have adequate time to be able to recover somewhat. Because if not, none of them are going to make it to the DOA Rumble.
You know, I think I'm going to stand by my statement that the Elite is the most pedigreed group in DOA. The best athletes, the finely tuned machine that is the Elite. One of those 6 men will win that title.
The way by God has finally sort of somewhat making it to his feet. The rest of the Illuminati sort of getting it together, but I'll tell you, it does not look good for them in the DOA Rumble.
Thunder, what do you know? Can't walk on one leg.
You didn't hear about January 9th? You didn't hear about January 9th? The Rumble at DOA?
30 men enter the ring, 1 man is the winner.
Winner gets to create their own title.
What should I call it?
Well, why don't I just call the championship
The Mike Soriano, win whatever the hell you want title.
It's going to be the Little Chocolate Drop Championship.
If I win?
I'm gonna call it the sexy title.
The heavyweight champion of baby makers.
Rock and roll title. We'll call it the Elite title.
Team Elite.
And it doesn't matter if I draw number 1 or number 30.
Not if, but when I win this DOA Rumble.
When I'm done tossing everybody out of the ring, clothesline them over the top rope.
When I win, when I throw everybody else over the top rope, I am going to win this title.
Mike Santiago will win the DOA Rumble.
Jason Sullivan is gonna claim his own title.
So January 9th.
January 9th.
January 9th.
January 9th.
Be there or be nowhere.